Great day for the walk on the riverfront here in Henderson. Betsy must be cooking some of that farm fresh food. Let's get in there.
Thank you.
Hey Betsy, how are you?
Pretty good, Scott. How are you doing?
Good to see you. It's
Same
been
here.
a year since we've talked.
Right.
You haven't aged a bit. You're looking great.
Thank you. Thank you. Neither have you.
Let's talk about Stonehill Farm Produce and Market. How does a girl go from corn, tomatoes, beans, to ham and eggs and then cooking food for people?
Well, you do that to mainly if you start a farm market in downtown Henderson and it becomes the winter time, then you've got to do something to stay open during the winter. And that's exactly what we did. I opened this little area right here into a little cafe with seating for about 15, and I soon learned that, whoa, we didn't have enough room.
Well, Betsy, I brought my appetite with me today. I'm hungry. I want to check out this kitchen because it smells good back there.
Okay,
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. This doesn't come from our farm, but I always cook my cornbread in an orange skillet, so that gives it a different taste than baking it in other bakeware, actually. Okay, and in our pot roast, I use new potatoes that we actually grow on our farm. The pot roast is actually...
Ooh, making me hungry.
We're using a pressure cooker now to cook it. It is on today's menu. We're using squash from our farm in the squash casserole. This has become a favorite of a lot of the customers. In fact, I think if I took this off, they would probably get really upset with me. We just planted a third batch of squash last week, so we would have squash hopefully to last until it freezes at the farm. Back here, sliced apples. Okay, those are coming from a fellow producer over at Reed's Orchard. We use those.
That's some good friends of ours. Yeah.
Yes, and they're great people over there. We have sold their peaches also. I use the peaches in the peach cobbler when I make that. So that's just an example of the produce that we grow and we use here at the cafe.
And I'm sure there's got to be some honey around here somewhere.
There is honey. Actually, we put honey in the apples whenever we cook those. A little bit of honey that goes in that. Also the quick breads. When I make the zucchini bread or the banana nut bread, we put honey in that. And a lot of our products have honey in it.
I've heard about the dungeon. You want to
Right.
take me to the dungeon?
Yes.
I got to check this out.
Yes, I can take you over. Well, you had had to have seen it before we.
All right, let's go check it out and talk
Okay,
about it.
That would be great.
So now we're going to go to the dungeon. Looking around here, I can't imagine what this looked like before. It's beautiful now.
Thank
I
you.
kind of feel like I'm in church with the pews. Now, where'd you get the ideas for the pews? That is really cool.
The pews, about actually 4 years ago, my family church was replacing their pews in the church. They had these big, long 12-foot pews that nobody wanted, so they offered them, you know, for $15 each. So I bought 7 of those and put them in the loft. And my husband says, well, what are you going to do with those? And I said, the time will come. And the time did come. A little extra. I came from a very large family, a family of 12 children. By the time I was 12 years old, I was cooking, doing the majority of the cooking. And so I love cooking, believe it or not. And so I'm sharing my love for cooking with the people who come in and dine.
Betsy, how important is it to you to have farm fresh fruits and vegetables compared to other restaurants around?
We are indeed a farm-to-table experience, yes. We pride ourselves in using non-GMO foods, and so we can do that by furnishing our own produce as well as the ones that we get from other people that are non-GMO.
And I got to say, to me, it tastes better.
Yes, it does taste better, yes.
So the biggest question I'm going to ask you there, are you going to feed me and Neil?
Oh, yeah, yes, definitely.
You can really taste the difference. We'll be back with more Ag Life right after this.